Wellness Center here in Pictou County, Nova Scotia. My name is Michael Petter. This is Petter Sports and Streaming Services, and this weekend we are bringing to you 12 games from the Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League Showcase weekend. I have the call of 6 of them. Alex Theriault, who is over on the auxiliary sheet of ice just behind me, has the call of the other 6. He's getting ready during the warm-ups right now for the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush and the Steel Subaru, who play out of Dartmouth, while we have for you the host team for this weekend's event, that being the Weeks Majors, as the home team in this game taking on the South Shore Mustangs. Looking at the scores from earlier today, 2 games already in the books, as it was the game between the Cape Breton West Islanders and the Cole Harbour Pro Hockey Life Wolfpack on this sheet of ice. The Wolfpack with a come-from-behind 5-4 victory over the Islanders. The Islanders led at the end of the first period 1-0, or 4-1, excuse me, but 4 unanswered by the Wolfpack through the second and third periods gave them the 5-4 win. Halifax McDonald's with a 3-1 victory over the Valley Wildcats. McDonald's still undefeated on the season. Taking a look at the regular season standings coming into this game, the Halifax McDonald's are now 6-0, so they're behind Steel Subaru, but Steel Subaru with games in, but Halifax rather with games in hand. Looking at this particular matchup though, we've got the team that right now sits in a tie for 5th and 6th place with the Cole Harbour Pro Hockey Life Wolfpack, but the Mustangs do have a game in hand, so they technically are in 5th, taking on the team that is tied for 7th and 8th with the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush in the Weeks Majors, but the Rush have a game in hand, so the Weeks are technically alone in 8th place. Mustangs with the record of 3-4, 21 goals scored through their 7 games, so they're averaging right on 3 goals a game, giving up about 3.5 goals a game so far this season. For the Weeks, their record 1-6-2, just 14 goals scored in their 9 games. That has been the challenge for the Weeks Majors so far this season, has been getting the puck into opponents' nets. They've also given up 41 goals in 9 games, so they're giving up a little bit more than 4.5 goals per game while scoring just over 1.5. And so that obviously is not a recipe for success when you're talking about the Weeks Majors. Hopefully for them, this weekend might be the start of getting some things turned around. Before we go any further in our pregame, we must take a moment to once again acknowledge that the Pictou County Wellness Center, the entire municipality and region of Pictou County, as well as the entire region covered by the Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League, which includes all of Nova Scotia from the tip of Unama'ki down to the southwest tip of the province down by Yarmouth. All of it is in the ancestral and unceded territory of Mi'kma'ki. Taking a look at our goaltender matchup for this afternoon's game. Starting in goal for the Mustangs, who will be the visiting team in this game, it is Noah Muse. Muse comes in with a 4.69 goals against average and an .868 save percentage, and he'll be taking on Colby Brown, who for the Weeks is at a 4.12 goals against average, and is the mic sounds like it's cut. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not a thing I can do about that. I'm using Jan Widden Alcorn. I realize that the sound is not great. Unfortunately, there's not a thing I can do about it, as I have 2 sets of gear because I have 2 rinks going, and the mic that I have for this rink is my secondary microphone, just the way it worked out. I had to give my primary microphone to the other rink because they needed that gear. So this is as good as the audio is going to get, I'm afraid. I'm battling through it as best I can. I'm sorry. Now, what was I talking about? Oh, right, I was doing the goaltender stats. Colby Brown, a 4.17 or 4.12 goals against average and 852 save percentage so far this season. Let me look around here, see if I can possibly swing something else to work. I might possibly, let me see if I can get, all right, I'm just going to turn the microphone off for a couple minutes, see if I can do something here. Yeah, the mic we have is the mic we have, so this is as good as it's going to get, I'm afraid, as far as the audio goes. As we see, the Mustangs have made their way out onto the ice in their road blue jerseys with the New York Rangers style shadowed letters and numbers. Goaltender Noah Muse ready to go. Still 5 minutes on the clock prior to the start of the game, so we'll wait here. Meanwhile, we can tell you that it looks like it's going to be Arnold, Doucette, Sullivan, Garber, and Poplinski as the starting five in front of Muse. As our officials about to make their way out onto the ice. There they are. And we're just waiting for the week's majors, who will be the home team for this game, to make their way out of their tunnel. And while we wait for that, Alex,
can you cover for me for like 2 minutes? I gotta go to the washroom.
welcome to the Pictou County Wellness Center. It's Alex Charo stepping in for a moment as Michael Petter runs off into the distance. We're going to get the national anthem going here in just a couple of seconds. And then the Weeks Majors first game on home ice for this showcase will take place with Michael Petter on the play-by-play. The national anthem has been sung. The fans are in the seats and we are all gearing up and ready to go for the second match here on the main rink here at the Wellness Center between the South Shore Mustangs and the hometown Weeks Majors. Starting goaltenders for the Majors, number 31, Colby Brown. Starting goaltender for the Mustangs is Adam Musi. And we're about ready to get underway. Face off, it's Sears going up against Hayden. Pardon me, that's Arnold, and it's won there by the Majors. Puck flips into the Mustang zone, and they will give chase. South Shore with the puck now behind their own net. Fired up around the boards. Sullivan has it for a moment, but that's turned over by the Majors and fired right back in on the goaltender. Behind the net, the Mustangs trying to get it out of their zone after an early push. That one is shot into Colby Brown, who will hold that and leave it for Stefender. Here comes Sears again with the puck. Pass forward, that one lightly touched into the Mustang zone, but they will get that back into neutral ice and flip it back down to Colby Brown. And I will take this time to hand the headset back to Michael Petter and resume the play-by-play here between the South Shore Mustangs and the Weeks Majors. Thank you very much, Alex, for covering me for that first minute or so. Sometimes you gotta step away when you gotta step away. And Alex doing a great job covering for me there. There's Jordan with a shot as we are underway here in this one. Mustangs and Weeks. Weeks hoping to climb out of the basement if they can do so with a victory here in this game, tied for 7th and 8th right now with Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. Ingram plays the puck ahead, deflected down by Croft. It rolls right in onto Muse, and Muse will cover up and hang on for a face-off with 1:32 gone here in the opening period. And our music guy, with his traditional sense of humor that he has like no other, playing a certain classic rhythm and blues riff that the Mustangs, I'm sure, appreciate. If I actually say the name of the song, though, then we start getting into copyright issues, so I'm not going to do that. There's an awkward hit delivered by McKay on Ingram. But the Mustangs do get the puck out, and here they come. Here's Peveril. He'll fire a shot, and Colby Brown makes the save and hangs on for a face-off. 2:02 gone here in the first period. Face-off will stay inside the weak zone to the right of the netminder, Colby Brown. Campbell in to take the draw against Cook. And Cook wins it back. Poking the puck down into the corner there was Sullivan. Picked up by Cannon. Cannon plays it back to, or sorry, that was O'Connell, not Sullivan. My apologies. That was a 3, not an 8. And the puck is cleared down the ice just past O'Connell. And that's going to be an icing call against the Weeks. 2:18 gone here in the first period. Face off inside the weak zone. Once again, Cook and Campbell. Cook wins it back cleanly. Puck is picked up by Fuller. He tries to get it down into the corner, but that's taken away. Sent down the ice. O'Connell back to pick up. He'll play it over to Crotty. Crotty gets a pass ahead. That's knocked down by Campbell. Campbell gets it to Fraser. Fraser can't get through. Now it's played down into the corner. These teams met once already this season here on this sheet of ice. That was the home opener for the Weeks, is the words I'm trying to find and get out of my mouth. And Mustangs did not have their name bars on their jerseys for that game, but I see they do have them now, which is wonderful. They also have some letters on the front that they didn't have for that game on the opening day of the season. We'll talk about those guys as we make note of them. As an icing call against the Mustangs. Face off inside the Mustang zone after the icing call. 3:19 gone here in the first period. That comes to Stoddard. He fires a shot. That goes wide. Should mention that that is Jackson Stoddard, spelled with a T at the end. Stoddart, as opposed to Cohen Stoddard, which is spelled with a D, who is in this game the backup goalie. That one's going to be an icing call against the Mustangs. And of course, as it is with pretty much every team in the Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League, using the term backup goalie is only in the sense of in that game he's the backup, because pretty much every team in the league uses their two goalies pretty much 50-50 for the most part. There are always going to be some minor exceptions. One team might be like a little bit more like 55-45, but it's pretty close to 50-50, I'd say, most of the time. Hand pass called against the Mustangs. So we'll get another face-off, this one coming just outside the South Shore blue line. Ingram gets the puck and dumps it down into the South Shore zone. Back to get on it is Poplinski. Now in the corner, Sutherland sends it towards the net. That's deflected away. Vora takes a bump from Doucette. That'll allow the Mustangs to pick up the puck. And coming ahead with it there is Curtin. He gets it down the ice. Manis back to get it. He's got Mansfield all over him. And now Vora with the puck feeds it ahead to Sutherland. Sutherland trying to work his way around Darcy. Sutherland tries to get it back to Manis, but Manis not quite able to hold the puck onside. Great effort there with 4:42 gone in the first period. If you're just tuning in, games earlier today saw the Halifax McDonald's defeat the Valley Wildcats 3-1, and the Cole Harbour Wolfpack with a thrilling come-from-behind 5-4 victory over the Cape Breton West Islanders. Islanders led it 4-1 after the first period. The Wolfpack got 3 in the second to tie it up, and then the game-winning goal about a minute and a half into the 2.5 minutes, into the third period. Puck comes back to Merriweather right off the draw. His shot deflected by Garber. Now it goes in behind the net to Judge. He'll get it forward. Pass to Garber. Garber pokes the puck down to the corner, working there against Sheehan. But the Weeks get the puck, and out they come. Here comes Green. Green trying to get a step. Green does get a step. Green coming in. And Judge able to tie up his stick enough to deny him from getting a shot away. Big play there by Judge. Puck along the end boards. Comes out front. It gets by Jordan all the way to the line. Sheehan gives to Merriweather. His shot blocked by Garber. And now over at the far wall, Sullivan will pick up, and he'll start to work his way ahead. His pass hops over the stick of Garber, coming out of his net to play it. Brown gets it forward, and here comes Green. He's got a man with him. That's Croft. Green will dump the puck in, and both he and Croft turn and head off for a change as we near the 6-minute mark of the first period. O'Connell gets the play ahead to Sullivan. Sullivan will send it down the ice. Brown out of his net. He'll get it to Stoddard. Jackson Stoddard ahead for McKenzie. McKenzie not able to get it past Crotty. And now Stoddard will have to back it up, play it across to the far side. That pass just out of the reach of McKenzie off the stick of O'Coin, and we'll get an offside, or an icing rather, against the Weeks with 6:13 gone here in period number 1. We do like to try and be a little bit interactive with our broadcasts. So if you want to reach us, there's 3 ways you can get a hold of us during the games. One is through Facebook. Go to facebook.com and search for Petter Sports and Streaming. That's Petter, P-E-T-T-E-R, my last name. Sports and is an ampersand, streaming. You can also reach us through what we used to call Twitter. Send me a message through that. The handle is at PetterPC_sports. That's P-E-T-T-E-R PC_sports. Or you can go to mjahlnetwork.proboards.com. Look for the section marked Major U18 Discussion. And there's a thread there labeled Showcase Weekend NSU18MHL. And I've got that page open as well if you are watching the games and want to share a comment. You want to let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. If you have a comment about the game itself, if I'm getting a player's name wrong, whatever the case may be, go ahead and share it. Peveril tries a shot. That's blocked by Manis. And Ben Manis will play the puck off the glass and out to center just past Doucette. Doucette back into his own zone to get it. He'll get a long pass ahead. Trying to do a quick one-touch was McKay, but he doesn't get that through to Peveril, and it's sent back down the length of the ice. Poplinski now. Long lead pass. McKay will deflect it down into the weak zone. Brown out of his net. Gets it to Bora. Bora with the pass. That doesn't reach its target. Cannon ends up with the puck. Plays it down into the corner. Fuller picks up there. Looking to get into the front of the net for Cook, but that's batted away. And now Sutherland. He can't get out of the zone, but Sears will. Kieran Sears in across the line. He loses the puck to Fuller. Bora there to steal it back. Pass for Sutherland, but it rolls off his stick all the way in onto Muse. And Muse covers up and hangs on for a face-off with 7:53 gone here in the first period, excuse me. It's the second game of the day. By the time I get to tonight's 8 o'clock game, I'm going to be all over the place, I'm sure. Something didn't go quite right with the draw, so we got to do it all over again. Face off to the right of goaltender Noah Muse. Off of the draw, Vora ends up with the puck and then plays it around the boards. It's out of the reach of Poplinski. Poplinski now goes to play it ahead. It's knocked down by Sutherland. Cannon in there for the Mustangs. Sutherland able to win that battle. Comes out from behind the net. Tried to get it to Sears, but that pass will end up going through everybody down the length of the ice. Brown out of his net. Lead pass for Sears. Sears ends up overskating the puck, then gives to Sutherland. He'll send it down around the boards. Judge going after it along with Madison. Or sorry, that wasn't Madison, my apologies. That was Merriweather. And the puck ends up rolling into Noah Muse, and he covers up for another face-off. 8.5 minutes gone here in the first. The game between Steel Subaru and Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. The battle of the car dealerships underway across in the other rink, and here on AO Live you can go back and forth between both games all day long. You just have to go back out to the main screen and click on the other game. Here's Muse with a shot, and the save made. There's another shot and another save made. Okay, I need to pause for a second here to get some earplugs.
I can't handle that. I cannot handle that in the slightest.
All right, hopefully this will be a little bit better now. I am all for fans having noisemakers and doing what they can within reason. But I can't get that on an icing call. And I know that the Weeks have been problematic with noisemakers of their own in the building in past. So I'm not going to be but yeah. Here come the Weeks now. Croft trying to work his way to the outside against O'Connell. Croft gets it back, and the net ends up getting knocked just a little bit loose. Oops. Just bear with me here while I deal with this. Puck cleared down the ice, back to get it is O'Coin. O'Coin sends it ahead, and that's going to be an icing call. Face-off will be inside the Weeks end. Arnold to take the draw against Campbell. Arnold wins it back, but the first one on the puck ends up being Seth McKenzie. McKenzie working his way forward. McKenzie down into the corner. Tries to get the puck to the front of the net. He can't. Poplinski will play it to the wall. And now here comes Garber. Garber in across the line. Tries to get it over to the far side. That'll be knocked away. To the line, not out. Poplinski holds it in. Out of his net to get it is Brown. Getting the puck is O'Coin for the Weeks. O'Coin uses the glass to get it down. Going after it, Fraser, but Doucette is the first one there. 9:25 and counting left to go here, first period. Barnes in across the blue line. Can't get through Ingram. Merriweather will go down and pick up the puck in the corner. Takes it behind his own net, comes out the left side, and plays it across to Madison. Madison now working up the right wing. Out of the net to get the puck is Muse. He'll get it over to McKay. Gets to the line, held in by Stoddart. Stoddart fires it around the boards, comes into the near corner. Doucette off the glass, and the puck touched the netting, so we'll get a stoppage with 8:58 left to go. Face-off will be to the right of Noah Muse. Madison in to take the draw against... I didn't see which Mustang player it was who took the face-off. I want to say it was Peveril, perhaps. Yes, I believe it was Peveril who took the draw. Now the puck comes to the far wall. Judge will pick up there. Judge gives to Peveril. Peveril trying to find a way out. He gets the puck out, but it's right onto the stick of Merriweather, and the Weeks come right back. Merriweather trying to get around Pepperell, gets a shot away, and the save made by Muse. Now along the far wall, battle for the puck. It comes to Madison. He'll get it to Stoddart. Stoddart steps in, gets a shot. It's deflected into the far corner. Going over to get it there is Pearl. Pearl takes a bump. Madison now on the puck. And it comes through to Judge. Judge has it knocked off his stick, but he recovers. Gets it over to Fuller. Fuller now. Lead pass broken up by Merriweather. And Merriweather, as it would have been an offside, able to get the puck, plays it to Stoddart. Stoddart gets around one man. Now he'll work it ahead, gain the red line and dump the puck in. Muse again out of his net, plays the puck over into the corner. Gets it ahead for Cannon. The only issue I have with these jerseys for the Mustangs is I'd like to see numbers on the sleeves as well. Makes it a little bit easier to see who's who. Because if you don't see a part of their back, you're left sometimes guessing a little bit. There with the puck now is Ingram. He'll get it ahead. Sutherland finds Voya. Voya drops off for Sears. Sears shot blocked by Crotty. Sears gets another shot. That's off a leg. It comes to Manis at the line. His shot is blocked. As the Mustangs doing a great job of getting players in front of shots and forcing and relieving Muse from having to make quite as many saves. Now Manis, lead pass, broken up. O'Connell with the puck. He'll play it back to his captain. And can't see the number there, so now I see that Crotty is the captain, so hopefully I'll remember that. Don't have to see his back anymore. O'Connell will play it back to Crotty. Crotty gets it ahead, and out come the Mustangs. Cannon has the puck knocked off his stick. Down into the corner. Muse, that being Drew Muse. And any Mustangs fans out there want to let me know, brothers, cousins, Drew and Noah, just out of curiosity. Or just a coincidence that we got two guys with the same surname playing on the same team. 6:11 left to go here in the period. I believe that's an offside call against the Weeks. Meanwhile, we'll take a quick look next door. There's about 9.5 minutes gone in that game between Sydney Mitsubishi Rush and Steel Subaru. And they are also, just like we are, looking for the first goal of that game. And that one, interestingly, is a game between the team that is hosting Atlantic Championships, that being Steel Subaru, and the team that is hosting the National Championship Tournament, that being the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. So, both of those teams already with automatic berths in some major postseason events. 5.5 minutes left to go here in this one between the Weeks and the Mustangs, and both of these teams would have to win their way into either one of those tournaments. Stoddart gets the puck. There's a shot save made by Muse, and he'll cover up and hang on. Take a quick look here at those social media sites that we mentioned earlier. Facebook.com, search for Petter Sports and Streaming. Through X, look for the handle at PetterPC_sports, and MJAHLnetwork.coboards.com. Go to the major U18 discussion section and look for the thread that is marked Showcase Weekend NSU18MHL. There's McKenzie. He'll play the puck ahead, and it rolls all the way in onto Muse. Muse will cover up as Fraser is coming in. And then Fraser gets his stick in there, which draws the ire of Poplinski. And I think of ire, I think of Poplinski, and I think of the Calgary Flames and some of their heated matchups with the Edmonton Oilers back in the 80s. Of course, it's a different spelling of Poplinski, so But anytime I think of a Poplinski with a bit of a burr under his saddle in a hockey game, I think of some of the matchups that Calgary and Edmonton had in those mid to late 80s rivalry games. As they had some real doozies. There's Manis with a shot. That ends up hitting Madison. Puck picked up by Ingram. They'll get it to Madison, but it ends up just rolling off of his stick, and Garber will get it out to center. Turn back the other way. Now back to pick up is Darcy. Darcy plays it back. Clearing attempt, knocked down by Ingram. Ingram trying to take a look, see what his options are. Gets it down into the corner. Shot on the shot. They score! A shot from the corner by Ben Pearl. And somehow he's able to get it past Noah Muse and into the net. And so the Weeks strike first with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first period. It's 1-0 for the home team. Ben Pearl, I don't think the puck went off of the other forward who was there. I think it just went off of Muse and in. Now Peveril with a shot. As we get confirmation, it is Pearl's goal. Josh Ingram with the assist. So Pearl from Ingram at 15:40. For Pearl, that's his first or second point of the season. And that will give the Weeks the 1-0 lead. I don't want to say early because we're into the late stages of the first period here. Still early, I guess, in the overall game because we're in the first period, but late stages of the first. Puck comes up the wall. Sutherland will get it up to Vora. Vora gets it out to Sears. Sears coming in, trying to work his way around Peveril, but Peveril ties him up. That allows Poplinski to get the puck up and out to center. Now Croft back with it. Croft in across the blue line, dumps the puck in right onto Noah Muse, and Muse will hang on to it for a face-off with 3:05 left to go in the period. We mentioned that these teams met here on this sheet of ice back on October 14th. The Weeks ended up winning. Oh, sorry, that was at the Lunenburg County Lifestyle Center that they met on the 14th. They met here back on September 23rd. That was the opening game of the year. And the Mustangs with an 8-1 victory in that one. The Weeks returned the favor, winning in South Shore, or in Lunenburg County Lifestyle Center, 3-1 just last Saturday, a week ago today. The only win of the season so far for the Weeks, bringing them to their current record, or that brought them to 1-5-2. Oh, sorry, that brought them to 1-4-2. They then lost to Steel Subaru on Sunday. Or, sorry, no, they lost to Steel Subaru this past Thursday. Yes, just 2 days ago here. In a game that was recorded and posted to YouTube, but was not able to be live streamed due to internet issues in the building. Nothing that we had anything to do with or any control over. But that dropped the Weeks to 1-5-2, which is where they stand now. There's Croft with the puck. Cannon now gets it to Poplinski. Poplinski finds Cook, and Cook takes it behind his own net, lets the pass ahead to Fuller, but Manis disrupts that. Now Fuller able to get the puck back. Under 2 minutes left to go in the first period. Fuller with the puck. He'll bring it out to center. Use the boards to send it down the ice. Brown, but Fuller had not quite gained center. And so that's going to be an icing call against South Shore with 1:44 remaining here in the first period. Draw will be to the right of the Mustang netminder, Noah Muse. And something wasn't done quite right on the face-off, so we'll do it again. Yeah, Rebecca, I am aware that my voice is muffled. The issue is because we are streaming from both sheets of ice at the same time, I have two sets of gear. The other set of gear has the better microphone. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. There's not much I can do about it. Between games, because I do have a little bit of time, I will see if I can find a way to get an adapter to get a better microphone for this set of gear. But in the meantime, unfortunately, that's not going to help on this game. Here's Mansfield with the puck now. He'll come to the middle of the ice, fire a shot, it's deflected. But Rebecca, thank you very much for your feedback. Down to 44 seconds left. There's a shot by Drew Muse. That goes into the end boards. Big collision there between, who is that, Stoddard and Mansfield. Now the puck comes to Fraser. He can't get it around Judge. Muse ends up back with it. It's knocked off his stick by, who was that? That was McKenzie. And then Stoddard and Muse collide again. 11 seconds left in the period. And the puck ends up in the Mustang bench. Last touch by a member of the South Shore Mustangs, so the faceoff will be inside the South Shore zone with 6 seconds left on the clock, and the Weeks leading it by a score of 1-0. Sears in to take the face-off against Arnold. There's a shot by Pearl and a nice save made by Noah Muse. And that will do it for period number 1. Shots on goal in the first period, heavily favoring the Weeks as they outshoot South Shore 11-4 in the opening 20 minutes. But just the one goal to show for it. It came off of a very sharp angle shot off the stick of Ben Pearl. His first goal of the season gives the Weeks a 1-0 lead after the opening 20. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, get you ready for the second period in just a few minutes. You are watching Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League Showcase Weekend action here on Petter Sports and Streaming for Atlantic Hockey Online, a division of AO Live. Check 1, 2, check test 1, 2. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the second period here between the Mustangs and the week's majors. The South Shore Mustangs trailing after the opening 20 minutes by a score of 1-0. The Weeks, we mentioned it during the first period, their only win so far this season came against this team just last week. And for the Mustangs, they come into this game just one game under 500 at 3-4 through the start of their season. Of course, we're still well early on in this season. 35 games each team plays. They'll play everybody 5 times. And that results in 16 true road games, 16 true home games, and 3 games here at the Showcase Weekend, which of course for the Week's majors ends up being a bit of an advantage in that they get those 3 extra games on their own ice. And but really when you get right down to it, the fact that they get to play those 3 extra games on their home ice, one of them is officially an away game, so they don't have last change in that one, and so on and so forth. And over the course of a 35-game season, the 3 games that come out of this weekend don't create a huge swing in the standings, but of course, every game counts and every game matters when you're talking about a regular season where every team does make the playoffs. It's about getting the best possible positioning to set yourself up for a deep playoff run. And we saw it last year with the Weeks winning the regular season and then going on to win the league championship in the playoffs to be named provincial champions, go on and represent Nova Scotia at the Atlantic in Fredericton, win the Atlantic, and then go on and represent the Atlantic region at the National U18 Championships in St. Hyacinthe, Quebec. They did this region proud. I mean, when we talk about the Atlantic region, it's a part of the country that has only won 2 U18 national championships, both when it was still called the TELUS Cup under its former sponsorship. Of course, I've heard some rumor that the name is not going to be quite as unwieldy as the National U18 Club Championship Tournament. They're going to have another sponsor and have that name reflected in the new title of the tournament. Now, there may have already been an announcement, but I haven't heard it, if there has been one. As the second period here gets underway, puck comes to Sutherland as they come through center ice. Sutherland with a shot. Reeves makes the save. Puck goes down to the corner. Picked up by O'Connell in behind the net. O'Connell trying to get free, gets the pass ahead to Curtin. Curtin able to get around his man Sears. Curtin coming in with the puck, fires the shot, and the save made by Brown, and he'll hang on for a face-off. Just 56 seconds gone here in the second period. Weeks will be playing later tonight against, I believe it's Steel Subaru, I want to say. Let me double check that. The 8 o'clock game tonight actually will be against Sydney Mitsubishi Rush, while the Mustangs play Steel Subaru at 8 o'clock tonight. And then at 1:30 tomorrow, the Weeks will play Valley, and Steel will play Cape Breton West. So for the Mustangs, they're actually playing their 3 games in an even shorter stretch of time than some of the other teams, in that they're playing in the 2:30 game, the 8 o'clock game, and then they'll be in the 10:30 game tomorrow. There's a chance as a bouncing puck ends up on the stick of Croft, but he couldn't quite finish. Manis with the puck now. He'll get it ahead. Croft carries across the line, dumps it into the left wing corner. First one to get to it, though, will be Doucette. Doucette flips it high in the air over the head of Manis. Manis has to go back and get it. Being watched by Garber. Manis uses the end boards to play it to Ingram. Ingram will try and get free from Arnold, but Arnold all over him. Now Manis ends up with the puck. Lead pass for Croft. He deflects it down into the Mustang zone and then heads off for a change. News out of his net, plays it around to the near side. Puck comes up the boards to Campbell. He holds it in. Fraser trying to get a stick on it. Sheehan also looking to work the puck deep. Now Campbell will get it, play it into the corner for McKenzie. McKenzie takes a bump there from Darcy. Puck comes up the wall to Merriweather. Merriweather throws a shot through. It's knocked down by Darcy. Darcy sends it behind his own net to Judge. Judge pass, intercepted by Merriweather. Merriweather scoots it down into the corner. Trying to get the puck to the front of the net. He can't. He's still with it. Now does get it out front. And Fraser with a chance, but the save made by Muse. McKenzie keeps the puck onside as he's able to kick it forward. Campbell will play it to Sheehan. Sheehan with a shot. The blocker save made by Muse as the Weeks get all kinds of pressure here in the early stages of the second period. Here's Sheehan with the puck. That goes off of Sullivan's leg and into the end boards. Now out in front, it comes back to Sheehan. Sheehan from the top of the circle fires the shot. Sullivan with the block, and out come the Mustangs. There's a pass for, that was Darcy, but Darcy had a player all over him on the back check. I want to say it was Merriweather. Now picking up the puck is Fuller. He'll play it back and over to Crotty. Crotty will dump it in. Comes behind the net. Brown out of his net there to play, Brown out of his net to play it. Picked up by O'Connell. O'Connell goes to dump it in. That ends up hitting a Weeks player and ended up over the glass now to play. So the face-off will be deep inside the Weeks zone with 3:40 gone here in period number 2. Puck comes in on the Brown again. And another save made there. Face off once again in the Weeks end. With it taking it behind the net is Stoddart. He has it knocked off his stick by Cook. Fuller in there as well. Cook and Fuller both working for the Mustangs, trying to get the puck free. Now they'll get it back to the line. Crotty with a shot. There's the save made by the goaltender Brown. Now the puck in the near side corner. O'Coin plays it off the boards. And Madison able to pick up, and he'll come out with it. He was hampered by one of the assistant captains, that being O'Connell. There's a shot. O'Connell with the block. It goes down into the corner. O'Connell and Crotty both out there for the Mustangs. Now Stoddart gets the puck on the near boards, tries to get it back down to the corner. Crotty intercepts that, plays it around to O'Connell. O'Connell flips the puck into the air. Stoddart brought it back in, but it would have been an offside. O'Connell able to get the pass ahead. The pass taken by Cannon, but he's met by Stoddart immediately. Stoddart then gets the puck back down into the Mustang zone and takes a shot to the back from Cannon. Now the puck picked up by Barnes, one of the other assistant captains. Barnes, nice little move there to get through the first man, gets the puck ahead. Cannon deflects it the rest of the way down the ice. Barnes hustling in to get on it in the left wing corner, sets it up for Peveril. Peveril gets taken off of the puck by Manis. And now played up the wall and out of the zone as Vola able to come out. He gets it over to Sutherland. Sutherland tried to get it through. Now there's a chance for Manis, but he ends up putting it wide. He was in a little too deep. Didn't have as good of an angle as perhaps he thought he did. Now the puck comes out to center. Ingram goes to dump it back in. It's knocked down by Doucette. Here comes Peveril. Peveril's got Doucette with him. Peveril to Doucette. And no doubt about that one. Colby Brown did not have a chance, as Peveril and Doucette were coming in basically on a 2-on-0. And Lucien Doucette finishes it off. So at 5:38 of the second period, it becomes a tie hockey game. And yes, it is period number 2, despite what the clock on your screen had said. And for the Mustangs, taking a quick look here, for Lucien Doucette, that is his first goal, second point of the season. Dawson Peveril and Cameron Barnes both get assists on that one. Peveril's assist pretty obvious as they came in on the 2-0. And Barnes, of course, made the pass ahead to Peveril, which allowed that 2-0 to take place. Burton in to take this draw against Jordan. Mustangs get possession off of the face-off. And then when it's played down the boards, it's knocked down by Sheehan, and Sheehan will lead the rush back the other way. Sheehan with a shot, and use the save. He'll hang on to it for another face-off with 6:14 gone here in the second period. Next door, they're into the second period there as well. See if we can get you an update on the score of that one. It is Sydney Mitsubishi Rush leading Steel Subaru 2-0 there. Steel Subaru, the top team in the Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League this season. Although the Halifax McDonald's might have something to say about that, as the Macs are still undefeated. As that puck ends up inside the South Shore Mustang bench. The difference being, though, that the Macs have games in hand, which is why they still sit in second place. And the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush right now tied with the Weeks at the bottom of the standings. Both teams with 4 points each. Rush 4 points through 8 games. Weeks 4 points through 9 games. Hence the Rush being technically ahead on the tiebreaker of fewer games played. Curtin gets the pass ahead. Puck is knocked away with a nice defensive effort by O'Coin. Now it's brought back in by Mansfield. Mansfield trying to get into a shooting position. He can't. And the puck rolls all the way in onto Brown, and Brown will cover up and hang on for a face-off. 7:06 remaining here in the second, or 7:06 gone, excuse me, here in the second period, tied up at a goal apiece. Again, if you want to join the conversation, you can do so either through that thing we used to call Twitter, my handle @Petter, PETTER_sports. You can go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/PetterSports, and facebook.com, and then search for Petter Sports and Streaming, and the and is an ampersand. Or the third way is to join the conversation like JPA did at mjahlnetwork.proboards.com. Go to the section marked Major U18 Discussion, and then the thread called Showcase Weekend NSU18MHL, and share your thoughts there. And we will try to respond if we can. There's a chance as the pass out to Sullivan. Sullivan left unchecked right between the hash marks. And you leave a player like Carter Sullivan, that kind of room, in that kind of spot, and that kind of thing is going to happen. The South Shore Mustangs take the lead. Carter Sullivan gets his third goal and 4th point of the season. This one coming at 8:02 on the power play. Angus Arnold with the assist. And that ends up being the lone assist on that goal. So again, Carter Sullivan, his 3rd goal, 4th point of the season, assisted by Angus Arnold at 8:02 to give the Mustangs their first lead of the afternoon. Puck comes to Merriweather off of the draw. He plays it around to the far side. Vola racing for it, as was Fuller, and Fuller able to get the better of that. Pokes the puck ahead. Following up on the play, Doucette. Doucette looking to get it to the front of the net. Brown able to kick that puck away. And now here come the Weeks back the other way. Vola gets the puck to Merriweather. Merriweather gets knocked off the puck. And it's quickly sent back yet again. Cook getting it across to the far side. Fuller, his pass broken up by Vola. But the Weeks not able to clear the zone this time. Merriweather back to get it. Just about 9 minutes gone in the second period. Weeks playing from behind for the first time in this game. Here's Vola now, in across the blue line. Vola sends it over to the far corner. Poplinski gets to the puck, sends it out to center. Manis dumps it right back in, delayed offside. That allows Cook to bring the puck out uncontested. But then in neutral ice, Jordan creates the turnover. And here's Ben Manis coming back up for the Weeks. The captain steps in, gets the shot away. And the save made by Noah Muse, and he'll hang on for a face-off. Then we get Darcy and Manis exchanging pleasantries. And cooler heads quickly do prevail, and we'll get the face-off inside the South Shore zone to the right of goaltender Noah Muse with 10:38 remaining in the second period. It's now 2-1 next door. And again, you can freely flip back and forth between the two games as often as you would like. All 12 games from the Showcase weekend completely free here on Atlantic Hockey Online through AO Live. All produced by Petter Sports and Streaming. Alex Terrio with the call of all of the games on the quote-unquote auxiliary rink, or the Bell Arena. There's a chance for the Mustangs again. Pass out, try to get it to Judge. And nice save made there by Brown with Peveril in his crease. Jordan all over Peveril. The two of them both in the road of Colby Brown. And we're going to get a penalty here, as Jordan is going to go off for cross-checking. And exactly halfway through the game, right on 10 minutes left in the second period, we get the first penalty call of this afternoon's contest. Chris Jordan going off for the cross-check. And so the South Shore Mustangs, and this has been an area of concern for them. Just one power play goal so far this season. Their power play percentage, 3.1%. And it's going up against a penalty kill that sits fourth in the league at 83.3%. No big surprise that 3.1% efficiency right now sits last in the Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League rankings of power play efficiency. And the Weeks doing their part to keep the Mustangs power play at bay, but now O'Connell will carry the puck ahead. 1:19 to go in the man advantage. But O'Connell bobbled the puck just a little bit, and that results in the Mustangs going in offside with 1:16 left in the penalty and 9:16 left in the second period. Good chance here for the Mustangs to extend this lead, but they need to get their power play to do its job. Stoddart gets possession off of the draw and is able to launch it down the length of the ice. Mustangs will now start to work their way ahead. Pass forward for Crotty. Crotty working against Manis as the two captains go head-to-head. Following up, though, there was a chance for, I believe that was Sullivan. Now Arnold with the puck. He looks to go back door with it, but Manis intercepts and sends it down the length of the ice. Muse out of his net to play it. Sutherland ends up getting a stick on it and ties it up for a couple of seconds, not very long, before O'Connell now gets the puck. 32 seconds left to go in the power play. O'Connell plays it over to Crotty. Crotty in across the blue line. Drops it to Sullivan. Sullivan tried to get it over to Arnold. Arnold goes into the end boards with it. Battle in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 7 players down below the goal line. Pearl just outside the goal line. The only one who's not down there is Doucette. As a bunch of time on this penalty ends up clicking away. And that will actually do it for the penalty as the Weeks are back to full strength. Jordan right back into the play. Pearl ends up with the puck. And he'll start to work his way ahead for the Weeks. Pearl trying to cut through. He loses the puck as it was knocked off his stick by Crotty. And now coming the other way, here's Garber. Garber gives to Sullivan, but Croft back checking with Sullivan's stick and will get an offside against the South Shore Mustangs with 7:38 remaining here in period number 2. Like I mentioned, between games, I'm going to see if I can make some changes to the microphone situation that I've got here. It'll depend on whether I can get a specific type of adapter that I would need to hook up a different microphone. I might try something else as well. I'm going to try something during the second intermission, see if we can get that to work. And if that works, then I won't have to do anything between games. I don't want to do it right now, because... let me see, can I even do that? Well, we'll try it. I have to confess something, folks. I've been broadcasting games now for, this is what, my 15th season doing it regularly. Prior to that, I did about 5 or 6 Junior B games out in Alberta, helping out the league that I was the league statistician for. I helped out on a couple of broadcasts for the one team in that whole league who had their games on the radio back then. That was the Fort St. John Huskies. And when they came to town, they would have me join them on their broadcasts. And, but I've been doing play-by-play now for 15 years. But the tech aspect of it all, I have to admit, not my strong suit. I know how to turn the camera on, I know how to point the camera in the right direction, and I know how to trouble fix basic problems. There's Croft with a chance. But sometimes when there's an issue like the microphone is working, but it's not working perfectly, I don't always know the best way to find a solution. So I'll do what I can. I'll try a couple of things during this second intermission, see if we can get them to work, and if so, great. If not, well, we tried. 6:45 left to go here in the second period. Second game out of 4 today on this sheet of ice. Second game out of 6 this weekend at the showcase on this sheet of ice. We will have a game in the U15 league as well when the Wherewell Bombers play at home tomorrow afternoon after the showcase wraps up. Battle right now, Cream in there. I met Keen and Cream's grandparents earlier today. Wonderful, wonderful people. Lovely to get a chance to chat with them. Here was Pearl coming in now. Pearl gets it over for Cream, and there's a chance. But he ends up directing the puck just a little bit wide. Now pass ahead for Cannon. Cannon loses control of it. Sutherland sends it in across the line. And that ends up resulting in an offside. Oh, sorry, that was Merriweather, not Sutherland. .557 left to go here, second period. Weeks trail 2-1 against the South Shore Mustangs. Weeks' only win of the season came against these Mustangs at the Lunenburg County Lifestyle Center just last Saturday. Merriweather with the puck. Gets it over to Sutherland just before Cannon came in and gave him a check. Now here's Sears with it. Sears pass just out of the reach of Vora. Race to get to it. Vora gets there just ahead of Crotty. Vora to the front of the net. Sutherland with the deflection. I don't think he realized that Sears was in a better position to play that puck. If Sutherland had let that go for Sears, Sears would have had an easy tap in, but Sutherland with the redirect. Now Sutherland with a shot, and the save made by the goaltender Noah Muse. Puck comes back to the line. Sheehan with a shot. That's blocked by Fuller. Fuller takes a look, plays it up the wall and down the ice, and that will be an icing against the Mustangs with 5:06 remaining here, second period. Looking next door, it's still, I believe, 2-1 in favor of the, no, it's 2-2 now between Steel Subaru and Subi Mitsubishi Rush. Again, Alex Terrio with the call of the game over there. Here's Cook with the puck. He'll work his way ahead, gets it over. There's a shot blocker save made by Brown off the stick of, I want to say that was Garber. We'll double check that. It was Garber. Every now and then I get one right. Now Barnes gets it in across the line again. McKay going after it, but McKenzie gets there just ahead of him. McKenzie uses the end boards to find Stoddart. Stoddart loses the puck. Barnes now with it, trying to get it to Peveril. That pass knocked down by McKenzie. Manis delivers a check. Trying to get on the puck is Campbell, but it's in his feet. Great battle there in the corner. Puck comes free. It ends up with McKenzie. He gets taken down by Barnes. Now the puck gets to the line and out. Is not able to get to it in time was Peveril. Peveril now picking up speed as he comes through center. Skates through a couple of checks. Peveril ends up getting taken down. Barnes can't quite get the puck under control. Barnes has it knocked away from him, and out comes Fraser. Fraser trying to poke the puck up for Green, but that's intercepted. Now Judge gets tripped up by Manis. Barnes takes a bump in the corner from Campbell. 3.5 minutes left to go here, second period. Puck is worked free for Judge. Judge plays it back to Darcy. Darcy coming across the high part of the zone. Tries to get a pass down to Arnold. That's broken up. And here comes Ethan Fraser. Fraser flips it down into the Mustang end. Darcy back to get it. He'll play it around the wall. It ends up on the stick of Green. Green can't get a shot away. Green with a fantastic opportunity. Just could not pull the trigger on the shot quickly enough. Now Sullivan with a shot. And to be fair to Sullivan, he delivered that shot pretty much he was already in shooting motion when the whistle blew. As the Weeks, you can understand them being a little bit ornery about that, but at the same time, from a Mustang perspective, you can totally understand that Sullivan was already into his shooting motion as the whistle blew and couldn't really hit the brakes on what he was doing. Here's Poplinski with the puck. He'll get it out to center ice. Doucette in across the blue line. Doucette trying to work his way around O'Coin. Drop pass back. That's broken up. Now here's Sullivan with it. His shot doesn't get through Ingram. In the corner. Trying to work his way free is Ingram. He gets the puck as far as O'Coin. O'Coin gets it to the line, not out. Held in by Sullivan. Gets it down low. There's a chance for Arnold. But staying with it is Colby Brown to make a huge save as Angus Arnold tried to go between the legs to make the nifty little play. But Colby Brown had that one scouted and was ready for it and made the save. The face-off comes as a result of the puck being in Garber's gear, so the face-off does have to come out to center ice. Curtin in to take the draw for the Mustangs, and Madison takes the draw for the Weeks. Madison ends up getting it to Cream, who'll dump it down into the South Shore zone. Doucette plays it around the boards. Puck comes all the way up the wall to Manis. His shot goes wide. Clearing attempt, knocked down by Madison. Madison fires a shot. That goes wide. Puck will come all the way up to the line. Manis misplays the puck, and then he gets tied up by Drew Muse. It's played back in. Poplinski back to get it. 90 seconds left to go in the period. Poplinski, his pass goes off a skate. There's a backhand chance for Pearl. And the save made by Muse. Pearl in the corner. Gives to Madison. Madison tries to make a return pass. That doesn't connect. Now Madison will go back to the line to Merriweather. He gives back to Madison again. Far side for Manis. Manis with a shot. That hits a leg in front. Puck is loose. Trying to jam at it. Clearing attempt. Knocked down by Merriweather. Now comes back to the line for Manis again. He fires another shot. And finding it in the crowd is Noah Muse. And he hangs on for a face-off with 57.4 seconds left to go. One of the most difficult saves that you can make as a goaltender through all that traffic. But Noah Muse able to do so, keeps his cool, and hangs on for the face-off. 57.4 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Ingram, his shot partially blocked by Cannon. And Cook comes out with the puck. He'll flip it down into the weak zone. 33 seconds left. Ingram gets it to Sears. Sears pass ahead. Sutherland can't get a stick on it. Puck is loose in neutral ice. Vora overskates it. Now Stoddart brings it in across the line. He loses it to Crotty. Crotty can't clear the zone. Sutherland stepping in. Sutherland backhand shot. Save made. As Vora was there looking for the puck but couldn't get it, as Muse was able to gather it in and hang on for a face-off. 21.9 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Weeks right now more than doubling the shot total of the Mustangs. But Noah Muse, and there, as I say that, the Weeks get a lucky break as the shot from the point is deflected. And we're going to go into the third period, likely all tied up. Ingram with the shot. I don't know if the deflection went off of a Mustang or went off of a Weeks player. We'll have to wait and find out. Either way, Josh Ingram gets his second point of the game. And it will be his first goal, third point of the season. So Ingram from Vora, and it is Ingram's first goal, third point of the season. Ryan Vora gets the lone assist, and now we'll get another face-off with 2.9 seconds remaining here in the second period. And that will do it. Shots on goal in the second end up favoring the Weeks 13-7. The two-period total favors the Weeks 24-11. And at the end of 2 periods of play, it is 2-2 Weeks and Mustangs. We'll take a break, come back, get you ready for the third period in just a few minutes. We are going to mess around with things a little bit here. So I'm going to turn the microphone off and then turn it back on a couple of times to see if we can get the audio to work a little bit better. You are watching Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League Showcase Weekend Action here from the beautiful Pictou County Wellness Center on Petter Sports and Streaming through Atlantic Hockey Online, a division of AO Live. Test 1, 2. No, okay. All right, so remove that.
That's it.
test 1, 2. Check test 1, 2, 3. All right, now is there a wave? Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. That's awfully quiet. Let me see if I can get that level raised. Properties. Okay. No, that's not it. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Nope, that's not gonna do enough. Check test. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2, 3. No, that's way too quiet. Okay. Let me see. Advanced audio property. Check test 1, 2. Check test 1, 2. Yeah, my mic is a little muffled, they're saying, so I'm just trying to see if I can fix it. Check test 1, 2. That's a little quiet still, eh? Yeah, that's too quiet. I would need to be able to plug it in, and I got nothing XLR to plug into. Unless no, it's okay. Because I've got this XLR mic that's got the quarter, right? But I need a quarter to an 8. No. I'll walk up to the mall between games because we got an extra hour. Oh right. Yeah. H&R? Maybe. I mean, if it's what we got, it's what we got. All right, I'll go back. No. Check 1, 2. Check test 1, 2. As we, let's see. Still trying to see if we can make something work a little better here. All right. All right, no luck there. So we'll go with what we got, I guess. We appreciate your patience with the audio being less than ideal as we start the third period of a tie hockey game here. As that puck gets up into the glass, or into the netting and out of play. A quick stoppage, just 18 seconds into the third period. Meanwhile, next door, over on the other sheet of ice, a very similar story to the game there, as it is also 2-2. Also going to be 2-2 going into the third. Here comes a chance for Ryan Vora. Vora coming in, and he gets taken down. And what are we going to have called here? Are we going to get, we're going to get a slashing penalty. So the Weeks will go to the power play. And it's going to be Drew Muse who goes off with just 32 seconds gone in the third period. Flashing the call. And so the Weeks go to their first power play of the weekend. Their power play 14.7% efficiency. That's 6th best in the league. And it's going up against the 7th best penalty kill of the UPS Store South Shore Mustangs at 76.9% penalty kill efficiency. So there's a chance for Sutherland, but his shot blocked by Crotty, and now the puck will be cleared down the length of the ice. Out of his net to play it is Colby Brown. 1:30 left to go in the man advantage. Lead pass up for Madison. Madison gets it to Ingram. Ingram will dump it in. It comes all the way around the boards to Sutherland. Back to the line, Merrifield. He gets it to Madison, who played it back to Merrifield. Now over to Ingram, or Merriweather over to Ingram. Merriweather sends it down low. Now to Madison. Across for Ingram, and there's a chance, but a big save made by Noah Muse. With Drew Muse in the penalty box. Noah comes up huge for the Mustangs. 50 seconds left in the penalty. Sutherland trying to work free against Doucette. Madison comes over to help. Madison gives to Ingram. Ingram taking a look. Can't find a passing lane. His attempted pass goes off of Peveril and down the length of the ice. Merriweather back to get it. Long lead pass gets to Ingram. Ingram had to hold up as he put himself offside. Now here's Vora. Has the puck knocked off his stick. And it's cleared down the length of the ice by Sullivan. Just 17 seconds left in the power play. Here's Ben Manis with the puck. Manis in across the blue line, gives it to Green. 7 seconds left in the power play. Green to Manis. Manis off the back of the net, takes a bump from Darcy. Vora plays the puck around. We're back to 5-on-5. Here's a chance. Fuller gets it ahead for Muse. Muse coming in. Muse alone. Muse shoots and scores! Drew Muse leaves the penalty box, enters the play, gets the pass from Fuller, and puts his team out in front 3-2. With 17 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the third period. Drew Muse with the goal. Fuller the assist. For Muse, that's his first goal, 4th point of the season. Drew Muse, first goal, 4th point, assisted by Kellen Fuller at 2:42. And the Mustangs back in front, 3-2. Weeks led at 1-0. Weeks scored first with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first period. The Mustangs tied it up in the second, then took the lead. The Weeks tied it up late in the second period, and now the Mustangs have reclaimed the lead. It is 3-2. Here with 3.5 minutes gone in the third period. So again, it is Drew Muse, first goal, fourth point, assisted by Kellen Fuller at 2:42 of the third period to put the Mustangs out in front. Cook will get waved out of the face-off circle. Fuller has to come in to take the draw. Face-off won by Campbell. Cannon nearly ends up with possession of the puck, but the Weeks still on it as they look to work it free to try and clear the zone. McKenzie in there. Puck ends up with Cannon. He'll play it across the far side. Stepping up O'Connell. Save made. Puck is loose. Brown finds it for the second save. And the referee blew it down, thinking that Brown had the puck. And while the Mustang fans not happy, and understandably so, it's hard to think about it in the immediacy of the moment, but over the big picture, over the course of a season, a team probably ends up benefiting from a call like that close to as many times as they end up being denied a chance from a moment like that. But again, if you're looking at it from a Mustang perspective, it's hard to think about it in those terms in the immediacy of the moment, because in the immediacy of the moment, you just lost a scoring chance while your team was leading by just a single goal in a very hard-fought game. Like I say, understandable to be upset, but over the course of a whole season, it'll all even itself out. Here's Poplinski with the puck now. He'll play it around the boards. And it's easy to be philosophical about it when it's the team that you've worked for the last several seasons who ended up being the beneficiary. Here's Poplinski. His pass gets deflected, goes out to center ice. Doucette has to go back and pick up. He'll play it ahead. Barnes gets a stick on it, but he's met immediately by O'Coin. McKay then has it knocked away from him. Comes out to center, dumped right back in by Poplinski. 5.5 minutes gone. Manis, long lead pass. Connects with Sutherland. He dumps it right in onto Muse, and with Vora heading into the neighborhood, Muse not taking any chances. He covers up and hangs on. 5:39, let's be real specific, gone here in the third period. Sears to take the face-off against Peveril. Sears wins it back to O'Coin. O'Coin able to chase it down before it leaves the zone. Now Vora takes a bump from Doucette. Sutherland plays it around to the far side corner. Vora going after it. Sears in there to try and help. Vora will win that puck away from Poplinski. Now here's Sutherland trying to get away from Doucette. Gets it over to Vora. Vora looking to get it to the front of the net. Poplinski with the steal, but he has it knocked off his stick by Sears. Vora again with it, trying to get it to the front of the net. That one's knocked away. Comes to the line for O'Coin. His shot ends up hitting Doucette, going into the end boards. Battle for the puck. It comes to Vora. There's a shot. And a big save made there by Noah Muse off the stick of Ryan Vora. Vora with a great chance there, but couldn't tuck it past Noah Muse. And so the Mustangs continue to lead 3-2, 13:40 left to go, third period. Jordan wins the draw back to Stoddart. Stoddart gives to Green. Green plays it down. Now back up the wall to Stoddart. He'll play it across to the far side into the high slot. Jordan with a shot, the deflection by Croft. And Muse again makes the save and hangs on. Weeks out shooting the Mustangs now 28-14. But the Mustangs have had the slightly better of the scoring, as it is 3-2 here in the third period, heading to the middle stages of this frame. Merriweather dumps the puck in. Going back to get it is Judge. He plays it off the wall for Mansfield. Mansfield able to set it up. And now a pass for Muse. Drew Muse, who has the go-ahead goal. Takes it down towards the corner. Merriweather bumps him off the puck. Merriweather fires it around the wall to Darcy. Darcy with a shot. And that ends up going just wide. I think it hit Mansfield as he took that bump. Now another shot. That was disrupted off the stick of Judge. Now Mansfield, he loses the puck. Judge will play it back to the line. Shot by Curtin. That's saved by Brown and sent into the corner. Mansfield takes a hit there. Stoddard gets on the puck, ends up putting it right back on the stick of Mansfield, but Jordan gets it from him, and now it'll come to Croft. Brady Croft gets it out to center. Croft trying to fight through the check, not able to do so. Now Jordan will dump the puck in right onto Noah Muse. He'll settle it and then play it ahead for Curtin. Curtin in across the line. Sends it down into the corner. Garber will go after it. He gets there right around the same time as Ingram does. Now they move it to the area directly behind Colby Brown's net, and the winner to come away with it there is Campbell. He plays it up the wall. Sullivan intercepts. Ingram blocks the shot, and now the puck comes out to center. Garber will quickly dump it back in again. Just over 8 minutes gone here, third period. Brown out of his net, plays it to Ingram. Ingram has a Mustang on either side of him. They end up stealing the puck, but Sheehan able to steal it back, and he'll work it out to center. He's got McKenzie up there with him. Coming in 2 against 4. Sheehan just plays it in deep into the zone. Now it comes to the front of the net, but it ends up going harmlessly to Arnold, who is one of the other assistant captains now. I just noticed that Arnold's been wearing an A all night, or all afternoon, I should say. Puck cleared down the ice. Out of his net to play it. Brown, he'll fire it around to the near side wall. Madison back to get it. He'll kick it over to Ingram. Ingram with a little bit of space, plays it off the boards and out to center. Garber has it knocked off his stick by Madison. Played back in, it'll go right to Colby Brown. He'll cover up and hang on. With 11:04 remaining here in the third period. 3-2 Mustangs over the hometown Weeks Majors here in this second game of the day on the Sobeys sheet of ice at the Pictou County Wellness Center. Over next door, it's 3-2 for the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush in that game. Here's Manis with the puck. So in both games, we got a 3-2 score line. There, the Rush lead. Here, it is the Mustangs. Puck played out to center. Cannon will get onto it. He'll carry it in across the blue line. Fires a shot. That comes into the near side boards all the way up the line to Doucette. He gets it back down low. Cannon below the goal line. Gets to the puck. Takes a whack. Gets the puck back to the line. Shot goes wide. Now Doucette stepping in. He'll play it down for Cook. Cook tries to get it to Poplinski. That pass a little out of Poplinski's reach. Comes out to center. And now Fuller. He'll get it over to Poplinski. Poplinski dumps it in right onto Brown. And Brown will glove that down and hang on. 10:06 left to go here, third period. Gotta say, we have been very lucky so far this weekend in that we have had 3, now 4 very close games. And sometimes when you're looking at games from this kind of a perspective, and we're going to get a power play for the week as Jordan draws a penalty. He got hooked down. Or sorry, that wasn't Jordan, that was Sutherland, who was able to draw that penalty. And so the Weeks will go to their second power play with Max Darcy in the penalty box for hooking. 9:54 left to go here in period number 3. Merriweather gives to Madison. Across to Ingram, back to Merriweather, to Madison. In for Sears, there's a shot. And Noah Muse with the save, and he'll hang on. 13 seconds off the clock. For the Weeks, that's exactly what you need to do. Move the puck around, get an open spot in the high slot, and a guy with a shot the quality of Kieran Sears, that's going to create good chances. Here's Sutherland with the puck, trying to get away from O'Connell. Sutherland takes it into the left wing corner. Now comes up the left wing boards, plays it to the middle of the ice for Merriweather. Across to Ingram. Back to Merriweather again. Merriweather gets it down to Madison. Madison for Sears, and there's a shot, and that goes just wide. Puck comes up the wall all the way out to center. 1:20 left to go in the power play. Merriweather finds Ingram. Ingram tries to play it in. It goes off the skate of the linesman. So the Weeks have to come out and try and do it again. Merriweather now gets it up to Sutherland. He'll carry in across the line. Play it down towards the corner. Pick the puck back up as he's working against Drew Muse. Takes it into the near side corner. Back to the line for Manis. Manis gets away from Peveril. Manis still coming in. And his shot goes off the stick of O'Connell into the end boards, picked up by Ingram. 50 seconds left in the man advantage. Brady Croft high in the zone. Plays it down to Manis. Manis sets it up for Ingram. Right back to Manis again. Return pass to Ingram from the faceoff top. Fires a shot. Save made. And O'Connell clears the rebound far enough that Poplinski can pick it up and get it down the length of the ice. 34 seconds left in the power play. Here comes Ben Manis. Manis, his pass misses everybody. Down the ice it goes. That's going to be an icing call against the Weeks with 27 seconds left in the penalty. 8:21 left to go here in the third period. Mustangs still leading it 3-2. The goal by Drew Muse, the difference at this point. Speaking of Drew Muse, he nearly got the puck there, but it was taken from him by Croft. Croft dumps it down. Noah Muse out of his net to play it. He'll fire it around the boards, and that will go the length of the ice. 13 seconds left in the power play. Ben Manis will carry it ahead. Still with the puck. In across the blue line. They're about to be back to even strength. Puck gets out. Here comes a chance for Darcy. Darcy gets to the puck. Darcy looking to go between the legs. Maybe tried to get a little too cute with that and ended up putting it over the crossbar. Crotty now with a shot, and the blocker save made by Brown. Curtin tries to send it back down low. That ends up hitting Poplinski. Manis tries to clear. He can't. Puck will come off the end boards again. Over to get it. Near side is Green. Green gets it out to center. Knocked down by Crotty. Crotty looking to bring it back into the zone, but Jordan steals from him. Chris Jordan trying to go in 1-on-5 while the rest of his teammates were changing. That didn't work, and now Garber will bring the puck into the Weeks end. Garber sets it up there for Mansfield. Mansfield has it knocked away from him. Crotty holds it in at the line. Now Jordan will get it out, and down the ice it goes, heading towards the net, but O'Connell will clear that away from danger. That pass misses Curtin, and down the ice it goes. That's going to be an icing call. With 6:53 remaining here in the third period. I haven't watched all of the Weeks games on the road. I've been at all of their home games so far this season. And for my money, this is the best performance the Weeks have had on home ice yet this year. They've just been a little bit unlucky on some bounces here and there. Now here's Arnold stepping in, and the blocker save made by Brown. The puck deflects up over the glass and out of play. And we'll get a stoppage with 6:30 left to go here in the third period. They're at about 6 minutes left next door, I do believe. Yeah, exactly 6 minutes left over there. And again, it is also a 3-2 score line favoring the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush in that one. Here it's 3-2 Mustangs with the lead over the week's majors. And it looks like the Rush have just scored another goal, so it's now 4-2. Here's Pearl. He has one of the 2 goals for the weeks here this afternoon. Fires a shot. Save made. Rebound was there for a moment, but Muse able to find it and hang on for another face-off. 6:12 left to go. Noah Muse now with 29 saves on 31 shots so far this afternoon. And like I said, this, for my money, the best showing that the Weeks have had in a home game so far this season. They may be trailing, but they are playing some of the best hockey that they've played on this sheet of ice so far this year. Here's Keenan Cream with the puck. He'll get it ahead to Pearl. Pearl takes a bump. Not able to get the puck away from him, though, was Judge. Now Pearl will get it in across the blue line. Back with it is Darcy. Darcy uses the wall to get it ahead for Arnold. Arnold will get it down the length of the ice, hustling to get back on the puck. There is O'Coin. O'Coin loses it to Garber, but Garber can't get it to the front of the net as the rolling puck just wouldn't sit for him. Now Pearl tries to make a pass. It deflects right back on to Brown. And Ingram trying to find an exit lane as Sullivan is watching him. Ingram comes out from behind the net. He'll work his way ahead. His pass over for Sears. Sears has it knocked away from him. And it's back into the weak zone. Ben Manis now makes a move to get away from one man. Now working to get it beyond Cook. He'll send the puck around the wall. Poplinski chops it to get away from Sutherland. Cook picks up. He'll play it ahead. Knocked down by Sears. But following up on the play, it is sent out to center. Just a little bit out of the reach of Cannon. Cook does get it. Gives to Cannon. Cannon out front for Fuller. And what a goal by Kellen Fuller. Peyton Cannon with a beautiful pass. And Fuller makes no mistake about it. It's now 4-2. What a goal for Kellen Fuller. What a pass by Peyton Cannon with 4:46 to go. For Fuller, that's his second point in this game, his 4th goal and 7th point on the season. Cook also with an assist on that goal. So again, that is Fuller, his 4th goal, 7th point of the season, 2nd point of this game, assisted by Peyton Cannon and Will Cook at 15-14, as Croft was in the Mustangs' door on their bench, and they eventually let him out. Now Croft with the puck gets bumped off the puck by Barnes. Weeks trailing by 2 with under 4 minutes left to go. Puck stolen by Campbell. Campbell trying to find some room. Campbell puts it to the side of the net. He'll get hauled down, and that'll be another penalty. And it looks like it's going to be McKay going off for cross-checking. So with Nolan McKay going into the box with 3:40 remaining, cross-checking the call. This an absolute must score for the week's majors as they trail by 2 with 3:40 left on the clock. Off of the face-off. The puck gets by Merriweather and out to center ice. Don't forget, we have 2 more games left on each sheet of ice today, but right now we have 3.5 very exciting minutes left in this one. Here's Merriweather with the puck. He'll play it down to Madison. For Sears, there's a shot, and it's blocked. Barnes had the block there. Now O'Connell able to chop the puck out down the length of the ice. 1:30 left to go in the power play. Just over 3 minutes left to go in the third period. Merriweather works himself free. Now he'll play the puck ahead to Ingram. Ingram in across the line, working against O'Connell. Lost control of the puck, and Peveril able to launch it down. Brown out of his net. 1:10 left in the power play. 2:48 left to go, third period. 4-2 Mustangs. Here's Green. Green drops it to Ingram. Ingram, return pass for Green. That's a little bit out of his reach. Judge gets on the puck, but Green able to win it back. Now he'll play it to Croft near side. Croft. His pass knocked down by Darcy. Croft got it back, played it to Manis. Manis able to get around Judge. Mansfield knocks the puck off Manis' stick. Manis able to get it back. They tie up in the corner. 40 seconds left in the penalty. Puck is worked free. It ends up with Croft. Brady Croft takes it all the way back to the top of the zone. Gives it up for Jordan. Jordan to the middle of the ice. Fires a shot. Muse steers that one to the corner. Now played back to Croft. That'll hop over his stick. Race to get to the puck. Croft able to get there in time and play it across for Green as Mansfield is pressuring. 18 seconds left in the penalty. Under 2 minutes to go, third period. Jordan in across the blue line. Plays it across to the near side for Croft. Croft drops it back to Green. Green stepping in. Green can't get his shot through as Darcy with the block. It's played out to center. Manis gloves that down. We're about to be back to 5-on-5. 100 seconds left to go in the third period. Darcy back to get it for the Mustangs. Darcy gives to Muse. Muse, his pass ends up going through Garber. Race for the puck. O'Coin gets there first. Plays it around. Pearl is on it. He gives to Stoddart. Jackson Stoddart coming through center. In across the line. Plays it back to Madison. Madison leaves it for O'Coin. Keeping half an eye on Brown with 1:10 left to go. Good hustle there by Madison to keep the puck onside. Tried to make a pass. Fanned on it. And Doucette ends up with it. We're into the final minute. Cream gets it ahead. Now Pearl has that one go off his foot. He's able to find it, bring it into the zone. Try to get it over to Madison, but Sullivan just gets a piece of that pass to knock it out of danger. Still in his net is Colby Brown. 40 seconds left. Now they get him out of the net. Brown coming over to the bench. Sears will come on as the extra attacker. 32 seconds remaining. Mustangs end up with the puck. Garber out to center. Garber trying to fight through the check. Garber still with it. But a great hustle by Merriweather to deflect that puck and keep it a 2-goal game. But there's only 20 seconds left. Lead pass to Cream. Cream into the zone. Lost control of the puck. It goes all the way down into the corner. 12 seconds left as Crotty plays it ahead. Flipped out to center. Glove down there by Merriweather. 5 seconds. And the Mustangs will move up to 500. And the Weeks drop a heartbreaker 4-2 to the South Shore Mustangs here in this one. Mustangs up to 500. Weeks fall to 1-6-2. 4-2 the final score for the Mustangs, despite the fact that the Weeks outshot them 32-19 overall. Shots in the third period are 9-8 for the Mustangs, 8-8, excuse me. But the most important numbers right now, the 4 and the 2, which is the final score in favor of the South Shore Mustangs against the Weeks Majors here this afternoon. That's going to do it for us up until 5:30 when we bring you our next game from the showcase, and that one on this sheet of ice will be the Halifax McDonald's and the Cape Breton West Islanders. At 5:30 on the other sheet of ice, it's going to be Valley against Cole Harbour. Meanwhile, there is still just a little bit of time left in that game next door, so flip on over, catch the end of that. I think they're in a timeout right now, so you got a chance to catch the last couple of minutes of that game until 5:30 when we come back for the next round of games here from the showcase weekend. This is Michael Petter saying, may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf. Final score one last time. Mustangs win a thriller over the week's majors 4-2. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon.